pretty good. This nut still might be needing a little bit of defunking, but it should be pretty much there. Okay, as far as the razor, okay, just quick recap. So this is the carbon fiber and the stainless steel handle, and then this is the titanium cap and base plate. We have the plus base plate, since this one has the largest gap and I have a lot of beard growth. And then this is a new Kai. Last month I was shaving more or less exclusively with the Indian Gillette Black 7 o'clock Super Platinum. And then it was kind of funny because I was using those fairly regularly. I was getting about 3 shaves each blade. I wasn't getting a lot of mileage out of them. JV was really nice. He actually sent me a 100-pack of those. So since I have a pretty decent stash of those, if anybody hasn't had a chance to try some, I'm more than happy. If you guys want to leave a comment, you can let me know. I'm happy to send you guys a 5-pack. The best way I can describe how those felt is they seem like they've got a pretty high degree of sharpness. I would kind of grade it as like an A, whereas like a Kai, the sharpness is like an A+. Like I said, it's kind of like the sharpest that I've always felt comfortable with. And so it maybe is even like an A++, if you want to say. So I don't know if this helps. This is the one nice thing about the GoPro. So if you guys care, if I get real close, if you guys kind of want to see doing this against the grain. This the reduced blade feel is really nice. But yeah, the funny thing was, it might have been the last shave I did. So no, it was about a week ago. You know, most of these videos you guys see me doing, you know, these shaves using the carbon base plates, where I'll use, you know, maybe one on the first pass and then I'll switch it out. So it had been quite a while since I used the plus base plate for my entire shave. I think I got this plus base plate in like, what was that? Excuse me, April of 2020, May of 2020, and that instantly kind of became my new favorite razor. And then once I had more success shaving with the carbon razors and doing daily shaves, I kind of used the plus base plate less and less. So anyway, that shave last week, I decided, you know what, let's just see what this plus base plate is going to feel like on the second pass. So I didn't switch it out for anything else, and it was like such a close, comfortable shave. It works really well for my skin, and it's the right amount of efficiency on my beard. I'm sure Ken at Shave 326, you know, will see this video. I think he was talking about one of the razors that may come to my mind and doing an against the grain first pass. So it's nothing new to me, but at least for this razor, it's one that works fine for that. All right. So we'll just do the same thing. I'm going to keep the plus base plate in. This Kaya is brand new, so be using that blade for the rest of the month. Let's give this a splash. Obviously, this thing got opened up. Yeah, we'll see how many videos I can get in the next 6 weeks. You guys likely won't see any videos uploaded in March. I'll be gone on like a 2 to 3 week, at least right now. Who knows? I mean, things obviously have been getting canceled. But I'm supposed to be traveling to a different part of California for a ceramics, I don't know what you want to call it. I'm going for what's called a wood firing. So I'm going to be taking work up there. And the quick gist of it is that instead of my usual where I make work and then glaze it and fire it, this is where I'm making work. And all of the finish is kind of done in the process of how the work is fired in the kiln, which is all fueled by wood. So it's a little bit more of a traditional, or if you want to say like a primitive technique, but this is kind of like this is probably the highest form as far as it's probably the highest temperature that you can usually find ceramic work fired. It gets usually around 2380 Fahrenheit. So fairly close to 2400 degrees Fahrenheit. I forget if the exact, what is it? Not translation. Whatever the calculation is, I think it's around 1300 centigrade, if anyone's more familiar with that. But anyway, this is the first time I'm going to be up there. So these next 6 weeks, I kind of have to be in like a very experimental mode with the work that I'm taking. A lot of this stuff just needs to be a lot more textured. I have to kind of apply the work with these kind of slips that help the surface of the work flash with different colors that go more kind of, kind of flesh tone to cream, kind of pinks and reds, more earth tones. So it's much more unpredictable, and then the work ends up usually having a much greater degree of variety from one side to the other on the same pot. So I'm really excited. I kind of made a point last year to say if I'm going to have a goal for ceramics, I need to get at least one wood fire in. So I've been on like a very, very focused kind of creative mindset. So that's kind of the main reason why I'm not as much focused on getting content together for anybody. I started up classes again just this last week, so I'm going to be back into kind of a 7-day-a-week grind. So I go across the grain. Like I said, the interesting thing about the carbon base plates, I've been experimenting with all of them this last month, but kind of revisiting this, it's hard to tell you guys if this cuts closer or if the original base plate cuts closer. For me, this pretty much gets my skin, I should say the beard, like all the way down. I think the main thing, if you guys happen to catch it on a couple videos late last year, imagine me finishing my shave tonight and then rinsing, cleaning up, applying like my cocoa butter and then the aftershave. And so when the aftershave is still wet and still slick, I use the 0.68, the 0.68 carbon base plate. The original base plate just has a little bit more of that blade exposure, and so I kind of use that as like a final, little pickup pass. But this is always what I miss. So if anything, let me just give this a little splash. Okay, let me see here real quick. So yeah, not too bad. Other than that, I did pop this just maybe half an hour before throwing the camera on, so it doesn't surprise me. Let me just rinse. Now, JB didn't tell me not to say this, so I still might get in trouble, but JB was really nice. He got me those blades. He got me a couple things, but it was really funny because I was looking at